There we go.
Why the thing rang like somebody's trying to come in?
Meeting is now streaming. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey. Happy Sunday. Happy quarantine Sunday.
Yes, happy
What's
Sunday,
going on,
guys.
good people? We are in the building.
Okay, what is that now?
Usually when we do that,
is that yours? Because mine is not on.
I don't have no mic on this time because they be saying I'm too loud.
Okay, wait a second. Let me see.
Let me put it on my thing so I can see.
Oh, maybe because it comes. You know what it is when I do. Okay, now I cut because you know what it is when I go on, it starts. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. Hey guys, it's Elisa Matisah.
And this is Ebony Njcole, and we are E-pinions.
Yes.
Like opinions, E-pinions, that's you. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, can y'all check out my co-host? Look at her whole entire, the pins and take it down, the shirt.
You can't
off the shoulder.
Yes, it says black girls are sunflowers.
Oh my goodness. You look amazing.
Thank you. And hey, DJ. We see you.
Hey, bro.
We never see him tuned in, and I'm glad to see, some
exactly. Welcome.
Yes.
So let's go into our weekend.
Yes.
What you been up to, girl?
Let me just grab my
I'm drinking a little ginger lemon tea. Keep that immune system. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's what's
up. You know what I'm saying? What you drinking on?
My regular punch. My little punch with a kick.
I'm drinking ginger tea with a kick.
Okay.
A lot of ginger. Look, a lot of ginger.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of ginger.
Yes. So my weekend, what did I do? It was, some more of me perfecting my candle making. It's let me tell you something. Let me just brag about my candle real quick. Now, this right here, let me tell you, this is a perfect burn right here. You just don't even know these candles, but I'm finally perfecting the skill of candle making. So this candle, you see it burned evenly.
Nice.
There's no soot around here. There's no wax that's left over. It's burnt all the way down and ignited itself out because I watched it burn.
Wow. How high was the wax?
Was it all the way at the tip, right at the tip?
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it's good because, if you get a lot of candles, when you finish it, you got to look at it because a lot of times there'll be soot around it, leftover wax that's wasted that you could have been using. But when you get that wick in right and you got it glued down right, let me tell you something. Them things are good. That can make a difference between burning your house down.
That's so true, though.
And because sometimes it don't even be like the irresponsible of the person who's burning the candle. Sometimes it'd be a bad candle.
A bad candle, so true.
And it has to. All candles should be able to ignite itself. So let me show you the other candle I made.
Oh, come on, take your time with it, baby.
You know how I get down, baby. Do you see?
Oh, that's nice.
Do you see how it's different colors though?
So what's on the bottom?
It's red. I got my Rasta African colors right here.
Do you have like flavored candles? Like
these are three, because these are three different colors in here. Three different colors.
Oh, I do see it.
Red, yellow, and green.
That is so.
And I put a different color for each layer.
Nice. I love it.
So I did it. Yes. So,
co-host.
Yes.
Now.
I was in here in the lab perfecting that. So I did that, and then
Hey guys. We see you guys in our chat room. Welcome. Everybody's saying your sunflowers are popping. Can y'all check out my co-host, please?
Thank you, guys.
Okay, let's see the shirt. Let's come on now. What does the shirt
say?
Yes,
black girls are sunflowers. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, the flowers in the hair, you took it over. That is my creative co-host. That's what I love so much about her, because She is creative. She's in her own. This is just her.
Oh, and let me tell you another thing, because you did not watch my
Girl, can you give me a pass? I've been so busy with these orders.
Okay, can I just show you? I'm gonna share my screen for a second because this had to do with my week too.
Okay, show us.
You know how I made? You was like, oh, what you made? I see a cardboard box. I'm like, okay, you didn't even watch it. You should have watched the post.
You know, I'm your number one supporter, but I was crazy in here.
Yes, let me tell
you. Let's see the clip.
Don't ever throw out them Amazon boxes, cardboard boxes.
I'm saving them for my order.
Let me tell you. Let me just share my screen and show y'all what I did.
Hey, yeah.
Wait, how do I share?
Hey, Jenny girl.
Wait a minute.
I see y'all.
Share. Wait, how do you share the screen again? It should be something.
Go to the bottom, E.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
So we're about to see, this is what E is doing during the week and weekend. She's creating her own creations.
Yes.
She's going to show us a little bit of what she made.
Yes. Okay, wait a second. Let me share.
Them sunflowers are taking me over the top, honey. Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, wait a second. Why is this? Okay. Just one moment. Wait, it should have been here. I don't know why it's not. Okay, I might have to just. You there?
I'm here.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, maybe it's not here. I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's here on the screen, but it's not. Okay, forget it. I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you what I made, but forget it.
It can't come up, E?
No, it's not gonna come up.
Okay.
Forget it.
But what can you explain though to the viewers? What was it though? What you did? You had boxes that you had around the house.
Yes, I had boxes, and I made a vase out of the box. Am I still sharing the screen or no?
No. It's just me and you.
Oh, okay. So
okay, I had it was like a circle, but I couldn't get to the other ones because I had to run downstairs. But it was like a circle, the box, right?
Yeah, it was because you gotta roll it up, right? Mm-hmm. So once you roll it up, wait a second, let me see if I can get this. Once you roll it up, and you make it into a circle, like it becomes the form of like a circle. It becomes circular instead of like boxy. Okay. So once you roll it up, it becomes a circular. So once it's finished being circular, then you can kind of create like a round figure from it. So from there, I did that, and then I put some beads on it. Let me tell you something. It looks awesome.
Beads?
Okay.
You don't have a picture of the finished product?
Yes, I do. That's what I was trying to show you guys.
I thought you was going to show us the video.
No, I was going to show you the finished picture, not the video. I was trying to share the screen because it's right here.
I love it.
Not okay. Wait. Oh, here it is. Okay, so just a second. Let me share right now.
Okay. Let's see.
Am I sharing it?
Put up a little bit more.
Okay, you see that where I'm rounding it up, right?
Yes.
So this is the cardboard box.
Okay.
And then this is the finished product. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, baby. Okay.
All right.
Wait. Okay.
You play too much.
Well, and this is not even filtered. This is real bling. Okay.
You play too much. Baby. No, E, that is beautiful.
And that's a cardboard box. Okay.
That's crazy.
And I threw a mirror on top. Okay.
So what is that on top? That's a glass piece, E?
That's a mirror. I bought like a round mirror. It's
Come on now.
Like $5 mirror, but I'm gonna put it on there because I wanted to either make it into a vase or either like just a little mirror, like a vase with a mirror on top to make it look like just an entry piece.
That looks so nice. Danny Girl said that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Y'all said make me one. Make me one.
I got so many boxes. It's not even funny. And I was like looking at how I could put a small vase. You can make like so many things from these damn boxes.
Can I just say I'm just asking. I want you to, first of all, you got to make me, what was the other thing you were supposed to, you got to do my candle, and I want one of those. I want one of those for my new home. That's going to be my first gift from you for my new house.
Yes, and it's going to be sentimental because I made it
exactly
from scratch.
Don't let me down.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that is super dope, super creative. That is beautiful. And I was trying when I was looking through your story, I was like, I got boxes. Okay, bring me home. What is it? And I got a call to go downstairs, to get. But then I was like, well, I'm gonna just ask E. But that's so pretty, E. You did a good job. Good job.
Thank you. And
what else you did?
And I got my first check. I think I told you from my small claims case.
Okay.
That went through.
Okay. Tell the viewers a little briefly why.
Okay. The brief story is I had a business deal with somebody. Me and somebody were supposed to go into business together.
Mm-hmm.
And the jerk, basically tried to take the business and do his own thing and out me, even though I put my money into the business. So basically he stole my money that I put into the business.
Right.
So what I did, because I'm a professional, I got stuff to lose, so I didn't handle it the street way.
But then we had to pray.
Yeah, because I don't want nothing coming back to me, so I had to do it in a professional way, which was a small claims case.
Mm-hmm.
So mid-year last year, I took this idiot to court. The idiot showed up, looked like a total jerk, and of course I won. I got a judgment. So once you get a judgment, people just got to understand, once you get a judgment, like, that's not the end of it. The judge basically tells the plaintiff, you won, which was me. I won the judgment. I got all my money in the judgment. And the judge just walks off the bench, and it's on you to enforce that judgment. Now, people think when you win a judgment, you don't get any money. But once you go to the next step and give the sheriff, and one thing you have to know is where that person works.
Right.
And I knew where he worked. Okay.
Can I ask you one question before you go into the sheriff? How long was that process when you went initially to court to put the file in? Like, how long was it allowed?
Well, you only have you can do. I took like a month or two to go. I did it longer, but you have 30 days entry of that judgment to see if that plaintiff will give you your money, because they can give it to you on their own and be like, okay, I lost. Let me just give you my money. So so the court makes.
So they'll give them time to get the money.
Give them time to basically either appeal it, because they can go appeal it. Or after 30 days, the time is up. Now I got to do what I got to do. You can do what you got to do after that to enforce the judgment. Because now that's basically saying they're not going to give you your money.
Right.
So what I did was I waited the 30 whatever days. And then right after that, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to enforce the judgment. I know where he works at. I know what bank he banks with. But you have two choices. You can enforce it through garnishing their wages, or you can freeze their bank account. Mm-hmm. This is anybody you could do. Don't think it's just creditors that could do it.
Right.
So what I did was I wanted to garnish his wages. I don't want to go to his bank account and there's zero in the bank account. So what I did is I went to the sheriff, New York City sheriff.
You were a mess. He was like, if he had zero.
Yeah, so you don't want to do that. So what I did was I went to the sheriff and I basically let them know, like, listen, I want to enforce the judgment. So I filled out the form, let them know.
So you brought the judgment to the sheriff.
You gotta fill out a form. It's called an enforcement. It's called the enforcement judgment or something. I forgot the exact name, but it's it's a one-page form. You fill it out, you put their name on it, and then the one thing that's not on that form that you have to have is their social security number, because you got to go to the job. The sheriff has to go to the job with that.
To get that
social security number. I didn't have a social security number, but let me tell you something.
There's
ways around it. All you got to do, I paid like $20 to get, and you don't really have to like have. You're supposed to like know, like they're supposed to tell you, like the private investigator, whoever it is behind the computer doing whatever they do, you're supposed to tell them the reason that you need the social security number, which is supposed to be legal.
Right.
All I told him was it's a civil judgment. He asked for no paperwork, nothing.
And you got his social security.
Huh? Wow. Yeah, within 24 hours, I gave him his name, around what birthday he was born in, because I don't know his exact birthday. You can give them an estimate.
Gotcha.
And the next day, that social security number was in my email box. Okay. So I gave that to the sheriff, because that's what they told me they needed. So I gave that to the sheriff. This is his social security number. Let's go. So what the sheriff has to do. Yeah, so what the sheriff has to do, they have to go back to the court. They do the work. So they go back to the court and basically say, okay, we're going to attach we're going to garnish his wages. And this is why we're going to do it, because she won a judgment. The court gives it the okay. So once the court gives the okay, they go to the job.
Gotcha.
They go to the defendant's job. And the thing is, the employer has to obey that order. And if they don't,
they have to.
They have to. They're going to get fined.
Gotcha.
They're going to have to pay it. And no employee is going to want to have to pay your debt.
Absolutely.
So what they do is they have to do it. So they have to garnish their wages.
Wow.
So all of that happened. Then I got my first check.
Are you getting your money?
Huh?
Are you getting your money?
Yes, I got my first check. So every time he gets paid, I get paid. So, so
what's the moral to this story? What would you have done differently before going into business with somebody?
Danielle asked me, was I effing with him? No, I was not. There was absolutely nothing sexual in this. It was strictly business. I'm a businesswoman. If I feel like, okay, you got a good business idea, that's how I own a barbershop.
Right.
Me and my partner, we not messing around. We never even kissed. But you know what? He's a good businessman, so I'm gonna attach myself to him because he's good at what he does.
Right.
Barber.
Right.
So you know what? I'm gonna invest in that. So I'm getting money because of his skills. So that's the same thing I was gonna do with this idiot. I was gonna listen. I'm gonna put money into your idea, what we're gonna do together, but I'm gonna get my 50% or more. So the thing is, he didn't want to give me that. He just skated away with my money and thought it was gonna be done.
And didn't say nothing.
He didn't give me zero. And then when I tell you that literally the next day he changed up, the next day. So that's when I was like, okay, I can't break his legs. And I'm not gonna get nobody to break them legs.
Yaya said it's scammers all over. We gotta be careful in these streets.
Yes.
I was like, it's scammers.
Yes. And let me tell you something. They can be businessmen that you've been knowing for a long time that you know.
That's so true.
Will never do something like that.
That's so true.
Is involved. You really don't know how people act.
Money will change friendships. Money will change business deals. You got to be very, very careful. I'm dead serious. Like I've been through it, and you got to know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I love my business partner. Shout out to John, my barbershop.
Shout out to John.
Because when I tell you, anything he does, he's a little slick at the mouth. So we sound like we're husband and wife, but nothing's going on with me and him. But we argue like cats and dogs. But at the end of the day, we know how to come together when it comes to business and decision making. Like we come together and we are level headed. So that's why I respect him so much, because there's a lot of people I've gone into business with my house, with other things, and it just they flopped on me when it came to money.
Right. So while we're on this subject of judgments, let me just tell you this quick story. You knew that I was on Judge Joe Brown, right?
Yes.
So let me just say that quick story because it reminded me. Real quick story. I had my brother. I raised my brother. It's 10 of us. I have 9 siblings. And I raised my younger brother. At the time, he was maybe like 16 when he first went to college because my mom had passed away. So I wanted to, he played ball. He played basketball. I wanted him to be in an AA, what is it, AAU? I think it was AA. I know I'm saying it wrong, but y'all know all the guys out there know what I'm talking about.
PAL?
No, AAU. I think it's AAU. It's kind of like a program where they coach you, they give you training. You know, they prepare you for basketball when you go to college, or whatever the case is. So I had went to Philly, and I did a little research. One of my friends recommended this school, this training school, for the basketball program. And so he told me the pricing. You know, it was a little pricey, but I really wanted him to get the fullness of this school so that he'll have some knowledge of everything he has to go to when he go to college and for basketball.
Got it.
So long story short, I paid this man, I think it was like down payment was like $4,000. I paid him the down payment, and the $4,000 was for a board, you know, room and board, some of the training courses that he would have to take.
Okay.
And so that summer, September, he was supposed to start classes. When I called the guy, me and my brother was supposed to go down the following morning. He was like, wait, don't come down, Miss Klein, because the rooms are not ready. We're backed up. And I'm like, huh? The rooms are not ready? I paid you my money in February. Yeah. Like, y'all don't have nothing ready? So I gave him a week to get stuff together. Nothing was done. I called my brothers, you know, it's 10 of us. I called my brothers. I'm calling this one. I'm ready to get at him because I want my money. Give me my money. So he would not give me my money, and I had to like you, I had to think about it and pray. Like, I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want none of my family members going to jail.
Yes.
So it's funny. This is when we was in a law firm. Somebody calls me because I went to do a judgment. I went because I wanted to sue him. Somebody calls me. I pick up the phone. They was like, "This is Joe. This is Joe Brown Producers. We seen your case." So I'm like, I'm thinking it's one of my sisters, and I'm playing. Stop playing. This is not no Judge Joe Brown. Stop playing. I'm at work. So they was like, "No, this is hi, brother. I love you." He was like, Danny girl said, "When?" Danny, this was like, how long ago was this? This was a few years ago. This was like 10, maybe, right? 11 years.
Yeah.
So the lady was like, "Would you fly out to California to be on the show? We want to fight your case for you." I'm like, huh? I was like, "No, I'm not interested. You know, I don't want to be on TV. I'm not really into all the, you know, I'm yes. She was like, "Man, we'll give you 5,000." I said, "Huh? When y'all gonna send me my flights?"
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's the good thing about them TV shows. They pay their judgment, right?
I was like, when you gonna send me my? And so they paid. So they paid for my flights, and they paid for our hotel because my brother went. He didn't want to go either, but they paid him as well. And so we decided to go. We won the case. Long story short, we won the case. I got my 4,000 back, and I won 5,000. You know, and they gave me 5,000 for being on the show. So listen, if somebody do you dirty and you feel like they owe you something, or you know what I'm saying, or they did you injustice, go put that judgment out. Don't think about, the process is going to be too long.
And let me tell you something. Even if you don't want to do it, you can pay somebody like me. You can pay somebody to do it, because let me tell you something. There's so many people. I did a divorce for my girlfriend. Like, you would think she needs to go to court, get her own divorce. Like, it's a lot of like red tape or whatever to get through when you go to court.
Exactly.
Even if you don't have the time, you could pay people to do it, and it's not that expensive. Like, right. I'm not an attorney, but you know what? I can do a divorce, and I've done it before.
Right.
I can get a judgment done. Like, it's a lot of paperwork and stuff, but once you get it, like, it's worth getting your money back, especially if it's thousands of dollars, like me. Right. And I'm just gonna get it, so it's good. He got a great job, so you know, every time he gets paid, I'm gonna get paid.
Exactly. So that's that money, honey.
That was my week. So how was yours?
Mine was good. I'm just gonna say this quick because you know my long story with Joe Brown. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown. Is he still on TV though? I don't even think he's on TV.
No, you know who he's on? He's on what's her name's podcast now. Who? They're like partners now.
You're right. I did hear that.
Now he's on the show with her.
I am doing this curly hair journey.
I love it. I love it.
I had this off and it was really big, so I got to get used to it all. But I'm working on getting a curl pattern, so I just ordered some products. I'm waiting for it to come, and I want to get my curls popping. I think I'm gonna stay natural, no more braids. I've been wearing braids for years, the protective styles, and I just want to give my hair some breathing, air.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've been doing like all week. Like when I come in and I'm not doing orders or I'm not work, I'm washing it in different products that I have here already and trying to get really a curl pattern.
But so the good thing about you is you've always had healthy hair. Like I've always, like a lot of us natural girls that are natural now, a lot of us, like with me, I felt like I was forced to go natural because my hair was thin. And now my hair is always, I'm never like shy about cutting my hair off the second it starts breaking off. Like right. I'm not trying to work with it. I'm just cutting it all off. So that was the reason why I became natural. Because like, it's like, okay, I don't got time to be, doing deep conditioners every week. I'm not doing cutting it all off. So the good thing about you is you're doing it like, because that's what you want to do and your hair is still healthy.
Yeah. So I love big hair, natural hair.
Yeah.
So I'm going to train it and tan it and get the products. I'm just trying to do, we'll see what products are good for my hair. And so you guys will see me in my journey on my different hair. It's so much. If I take this off now, it'd be like, bam!
I love a big hair. I love some big hair.
Yeah. So that's my journey. I'm going on this curly journey. I'm going to be the curly queen, honey.
Yes. Yeah. Love it.
Thank you, Danny.
Okay.
So somebody said they heard you on a Star Show. Real T. Marie finally catching up.
Oh, they heard me on a Star Show. Yes, that was me giving us a shout out. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that. I'm going to call Star again because let me tell you something. He got some dedicated listeners. Okay?
What? They be in the chat room going crazy. He got how many views he had? He be having like over one.
Yo, he be having like thousands, and I don't know how many subscribers he got, but I know in his live chat he be having like thousands in there,
right?
Like thousands in there. And then I love about him is he always like give back, like he'll always like help another person. Like, listen, give your show a shout out. Let me know, oh, what you on this podcast? Oh, okay, call me afterwards. Send me an email. Like, I love people who support people,
right?
And give back.
I love it, and that's our key thing: support.
Yes.
And so shout out to what's his name?
Real T Marie. Yes, finally catching. Yes, Real T Marie.
Shut up! Oh, he's talking about Afro Latina. Too much. It's gonna go on you, oh. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so let's go into our topics. First, can I just say R.I.P. to rapper Fred the Godson. He passed away this week, and we're praying for his wife. I believe he was married.
Yeah, I didn't realize how popular he was. I think Omar had mentioned his name last week when he was in the hospital. And It was like, oh my God, I heard his name somewhere and I couldn't figure out where. And then I remember last week when we were talking about when Omar brought him up.
Yep. Because he was in the girl that we interviewed, Sky, she was in his video, so we kind of like touched on him a little bit. And she told us that he was in, Omar had told me too that he was in a hospital suffering from the coronavirus, and that he's fighting for his life.
Yeah, and I remember seeing his post because a lot of people were saying pray for him when he was in the hospital.
Right.
So I saw his post that he put up while he was in the hospital.
Right. Yeah, I seen that too.
And I would have never thought, like, he looked good. Like, okay, he had the mask on, the oxygen mask on, but you wouldn't think like somebody he's posting up. Like, I would think he would have been okay.
So sad. So many people was pouring out love, like, different artists, and he was very well known, and a lot of people said he was so humble, so nice, like a respectful young guy, and it's and
I mean, everybody posted, like, everybody, like, you would think like he was like, he probably didn't get the recognition like mainstream like he probably should have,
right?
But it just seemed like everybody mainstream knew him.
Right.
Everybody. So I just hope, like, throughout all of this, I hope they give him his props like they did with Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke, right?
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, because he wasn't mainstream, but afterwards they looked out for his family. They looked. So I hope these mainstream celebrities do the same thing with Fred the Godson. Like, I hope they do that too with him. Yeah.
So our prayers is with the family at this time. R.I.P. to Fred the Godson. May you rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, and condolences to one of my friends. She lost her mom. Her mom was in the hospital, and she lost her battle with the virus. And I just want you to know, Takia, that you are in our prayers, and we are praying for comfort in this time. So many people were losing it, and it's kind of, my mind is just so hurtful. I be trying to hold back tears because every time I turn around, somebody is losing a loved one, and people close to me. So it's kind of like hitting home. And so I'm just praying hard that
you really don't know. Like, even when I was talking to Maribel, and she was just saying, like, she's, her test came back negative. She's good now, but you good now, and you still got to go back out there and, be an essential worker. Like, even the people who are not essential workers, we're still all at risk. Even me at home, I still got to go out to the store. I still got to go get gas. Like, just something simple like that could, bam, you out of here.
Got it. Right.
So
that's why we gotta continue to pray and just be careful and try to protect ourselves as much as we can.
Yes. And speaking of which, Atlanta and Tennessee, there's like a couple of southern states that are back open now.
Yeah.
And even during this coronavirus, like, that's just crazy.
So crazy. We were talking about ATL, Georgia, was reopening some businesses. We put this on our stories on Instagram and Facebook, and I could not understand why would the governor open up Georgia while we still were having deaths so rapidly. Like, what are you doing? And then, when they was talking, it was kind of like only the barbershops, bowling alleys, and nail salons, Black-owned businesses. And so that was kind of like what we were touching on. How do you feel? What do you feel? What's your thoughts about that? Do you think it's too soon to be opening up businesses?
Absolutely. And it's not even just Atlanta that's open up. It is Tennessee. It's a few southern states that opens up, that took it upon themselves to open up.
Right.
And I definitely, you know me, I always feel like it's some kind of racist agenda. Like, I know it definitely has something to do. Like, I know, like, and for them to do it, like, they are becoming so blatant with it. Like, that's like saying, like, listen, I'm gonna open up the weave shops, and I'm gonna open up, like, you might as well say chicken shacks and stuff. Exactly. Like that, you might as well say, like, I'm opening up for the Blacks to go out there and sacrifice themselves, so that the high and mighty can see what it's gonna do to humans.
Yeah.
I just think that they're doing things to put us at risk, to see, like, send us out there to the wolves and see how we react to
it. Let's see what happens. Throw them out there. Let's see if we still, get some deaths. And if not, or so, then we can open up more businesses.
I was doing research on these governors that are from these 3 or 4 states that open back up, and all 3 of them, I'm telling you, they all got stuff in common. They all are Republicans. They all are white Southerners. None of them are Black.
Right.
They all are white Southerners. And I'm just saying, these white Southern states, Atlanta is great. Atlanta's predominantly Black, but Atlanta is just a city in a big state of Georgia.
Right.
I'm saying the whole state of Georgia is predominantly white, and it's a Southern. All of these states, Tennessee, and all of those were states that owned slaves.
Right.
All of them have like Confederate states that wanted slavery. They did not want slavery to end. And I just think that if you look back into it, like, it just all is related. Like, I just feel like this is definitely some kind of racism involved.
Yeah.
They want to send us out there to the wolves to see, like, as guinea pigs, to see how our bodies will react to it. And then if we drop dead, or if we're good, then it's like, okay, then we'll open up the other establishment.
Right. So Bacardi Black, said the second wave is on its way. I believe so too. I believe definitely that we're going to get a second wave. When I think it's going to die down a little bit, but it's going to come back and hit us harder. Yeah, I definitely think that.
And we're already dying. Like, we're already, like, we're not even the majority race. We are the minority race.
Exactly.
But yet we're dying the majority.
Right.
Something is wrong that we're all dying at the majority rate. And I just think because we're dying at the majority, as a majority, I just think they're like, you know what? Once those statistics came out and who's dying most, I think it was like, okay, whatever. Like, whites, we're good.
Right.
Like, the Blacks are dying. Like, it's whatever. Let's open up shop now. Like, right. I just think it's basically like, okay, we don't care. But I think the scary part is, like, even though we're dying at a faster rate, we can still infect the high and mighty Caucasians. So I just think that that's what's scary to them. But it's basically like, send them out and let's see how their bodies react, and then we'll see how we can react to it. Yeah. So I just think that they're basically testing us. They're not opening up corporations. They're not opening up nothing else but these low level where we're frontline workers. Like,
right. Well, we like Jermaine Dupri and a few other people that's from Atlanta spoke out on it, and just encouraged the businesses to please still don't open until we know that it's definitely safe.
But you know what the scary thing?
I hope that they listened, because it's scary. It's kind of like you just throwing them out there to be like, okay, die. You know what I'm saying? And putting people's lives in jeopardy. Like, I'm not understanding.
But the scary part of that is, like, and I think that's why they're doing it, because we're the minority and because we're not equal as far as pay, as far as, like, we're oppressed. I just think the sad part about that is we're caught between a rock and a hard place, and they know that, and they're using that. Like, can you imagine me as a beautician?
Wait, say that again.
What you mean?
What you just said, that we're caught between a
rock and a hard place.
And they know that.
and they know that. So it's just like, okay, we know, like me, like just say if I'm a beautician, you know, I own a barbershop, but I'm not a barber.
Right.
So let's just say I was a barber and I'm at home and they closed down the barbershops. How am I going to make money as a beautician, as a barber? My money is affected. So now they're saying barbershops can open back up and I'm not making no money. I got my kids to feed. I got people to feed. I don't have a trust. I'm not a trust fund baby. I don't have money in my family. So what do I do when they say the barbershops can open back up? Am I going to sit back home and make zero and my kids go hungry?
Right.
I'm going to open up and risk my life.
About it. Like you said, a lot of people like, Dad, I got bills to pay. My kids got to eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sad part that, you know, it's hard. Like, do I go back to work or do I stay home and you know what I'm saying? And think about my life and my kids' life. Like, it's hard. It's kind of like, what do I do?
And I know they know that. So it's just like, we know that they need money. So we're going to send them out. And here we're going to use the psychology of saying barbershops, chicken shacks. Not to say like chicken shacks.
Stop saying chicken shacks.
Listen, you know we love some chicken. They didn't go that far. Listen, they might as well. They said barbershop. Come on, they barbershops, nail salons. Like, I'm surprised they didn't say beauty supply stores because they know what we like. But they had to make it seem like it was innocent. So they're gonna keep out, you know, Joe's Chicken Shack. They're not gonna put that in there because then that would be really blatant racism.
You're a mess.
So they're gonna be subtle with it.
Right. Did you see the clip? I think I sent it to you of the people having a party in Atlanta. I wish you could have played that clip.
Yes, I did.
Right now. Omar sent it to me today. I could not believe that it was looked like over 100, 200 people in this clip.
And that is like, I'm telling you, when I was watching it, I was picturing myself as like a white Southern governor and a freaking like that used to be a plantation owner. And I try to put myself in their position. And they looking at that like, yes, yeah, these niggers are out there killing themselves. They love this.
You stop.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is what they're doing on the low. They're not out there doing it to us.
Because I wish they. What were they doing? Where were they at? Omar sent this to me. When I say they all got masks. Well, half of them got masks on, but they like so close. That's a death sentence. I'm not understanding what people are not getting. I'm not.
Listen, they are just. I just
they
think
on
like
top of each other, like just.
You know us as blacks, we love partying.
Chicago, West Side.
Huh?
Don't go crying.
No, a couple of people said it's either Chicago or Atlanta. I'm not sure which one of them because a couple of people said it was Atlanta. I was looking at the comments. Some people said it was Atlanta. Some people said
dancing and popping and rocking, honey.
Let me tell you something.
But a few of them got masks on. Some of them don't.
Let me tell you, I just think like this is what the white Southern governors love because now we're gonna test these monkeys literally. And their mind I'm telling you, it's what they're thinking. I'm telling you, I feel like I can quantum leap into their bodies. They're thinking that we're gonna be test dummies and they're gonna see how we react. And to see something like that, you could like once we start dying, they're gonna be like, okay, this was on dumb. Like they love seeing this. So now they can see, okay, now if those people start dying in that whole party atmosphere, it's gonna be a sign to others to say we're not ready yet. Right. This is what they want.
Right.
For us to congregate as minorities and see if we die or if we don't die.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be the test dummies, and that's what these people are doing.
It's sad. I hope they have police go there and shut it down. And really they need to know the importance. Like if you don't care, then other people like you're gonna be around other people that don't want to get sick. Like stay home.
Yes.
So we get this in control. So we're gonna go.
Omar said easy, Brick. I'm just saying I'm trying to tell
you be going in,
Listen, y'all trying to play it safe. That's great, but I'm telling you behind the scenes, there's something going on. They going in on us, but they putting it out to us. It's subtle. Barbershops, nail salons. Come on now. What you think they doing?
Yeah.
They not. That's for us. They trying to sacrifice us.
Like I said to you, it's on us. We got to be smart enough to know and to recognize what they're doing and stay the hell home, period. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
But Ebony, like I said, if we don't got money, though, it's hard.
About it. We got to be smart. Our people, we got to be smart.
But that's the same thing. That's the same thing with like a lot of other things. Like when you don't have the money and you're not a trust fund baby and you're oppressed, a lot of times they know this and they're using it to their advantage. If I don't have money, it's like they're giving me the opportunity to go out and kill myself. Or do I sit home and watch my kids starve and not have no money, no nothing in my refrigerator? Like it's like they almost like they putting you in like such a hard place.
Like a box.
So it's like they're giving us the option to test ourselves, and that's what's hard. Like, yeah, we have the option to stay home, but a lot of us don't have that option to work remotely, and that's the sad part. And they're using that to their advantage. They want to throw us out there to the wolves.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. Like, I just feel for those people who feel obligated to go out there. Like it's easy to say, don't go out.
Right.
But if they say open back up and you're a barbershop and you're a barber, or you're a hairstylist and you don't have money and that's the only means of you making money.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
It's hard to say just stay home.
I feel you. Said you're 100% right. Said you are 100% right, Brick. You're right.
Yeah, and I just feel like they know that. And that's why they not like giving us that obligation to say close up. It's like, okay, I can't go out. I'm gonna have to like dig and find out ways, borrow, do whatever I gotta do to get that money. But now they lifting that and they giving you the option to go out to the wolves.
Right.
And that's the scary part. So I mean, I'ma pray for those who feel the need to go out and obligated to go out, and hopefully those that don't have to, like me. I wish, like, even if I couldn't, like, I know I have my barbershop, but I'm not a barber. So, I mean, even though I'm losing money right now, I can still eat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to go out there. I would love to go out and open up my shop and make more money, but I don't have to. But there's some people who feel the need that they have to.
Leanna? Am I saying her name? Oh, hi.
Oh, yes, Leilani.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, wait, we didn't mention that what we did on our week.
We're going to mention, but look, she said, I bet the Georgia governor ain't going to no barbershops or no hair salons. He right at home. I know that's right.
See, y'all telling me that I'm too, that's what I'm saying. They doing it for only blacks.
That's true. But, we just got to continue to pray. I know I keep saying that like a broken record, but it's true. We just got to continue to pray and hope that, this will be over soon. Soon.
Yes.
You want to go into Mayweather's daughter?
I want to do Jordan first and then end with Mayweather's daughter because I feel like Mayweather's daughter is good to end with.
What you want to go into?
Jordan's story.
Okay, go ahead.
So I watched The Last Dance is called. I don't know if anybody else watched it. Did you watch it, Ebony? Or did you watch?
I watched snippets of it because I was just so busy. But I want to watch it because I think it's 2 episodes that came on. I'm gonna watch it tonight, both of them.
It's a 10-part series, but they showed The Last Dance. They basically call it The Last Dance because that was the last of the dynasty of Jordan, Pippen, and the coach of the Bulls.
So this topic is for all my guys and my ladies too who love basketball and Michael Jordan.
Hey, yes. I love everybody that's in the chat. I love you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys. We heart you.
Yeah, so
hey, Miss Jackson.
Yeah, so it's called The Last Dance because that's basically like they gave the coach of the Bulls and basically they told him like, listen, we love you, but this is gonna be your last year with the Bulls, and then you're fired. Imagine having a job.
This is Jackson. Phil, what's his name? Phil Jackson.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Phil Jackson.
Okay.
Coach of the Bulls. They gave him 1 year to coach his last year to coach the Bulls. Everyone loved him.
Mm-hmm.
But he started getting into it with Jerry Krause or whatever his name is, the general manager. Okay. So they had their little beef and they gave him a year. So it's basically like he had his last year, so they called The Last Dance.
Gotcha.
And I just feel like that documentary was so good. Like beside basketball, I feel like you can relate that whole thing with Jordan being like the greatest to just life.
Really?
Like yes.
So other than basketball, there are other things that I'm going to see on this documentary.
No.
Oh, just basketball.
It's mainly basketball, but the story behind it,
Okay.
what I'm saying is that you can relate this to life, because I just feel like Jordan, like the only thing I regret about this whole thing is like we grew up in the era of Jordan,
right?
All of them. But because I wasn't into ball, like my brothers, I'm sure your brothers were into basketball, they got to see
exactly
Jordan live doing his
thing. What about it? Especially Jordan, we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wasn't into it like that because I was young. I was a young girl.
Right.
So it's like I wasn't into it. But when you look back on it now as an adult and you see like the discipline and the greatness that and the potential that you have within yourself,
right?
You work on that and you discipline yourself, like just push yourself to the limit, and you could just become and do whatever you. And that's what it was. That's what Jordan did.
Really?
Like he pushed himself.
There was something that he did, like as far as pushing, like that was like what?
Like the thing is, okay, so when he got drafted into the Bulls, like, you know, he wasn't like the Bulls wasn't like some mainstream like team. It was just like, okay, we're gonna draft him, we're gonna see what he can do. He was good, but they wasn't like sure about him. He wasn't like, but within 2 weeks, he became like the best player in the whole league. And when he said he was going to do something, like one time he was playing like golf with one of the guys. And he said to them, like, I don't know if he lost one, whatever the golf game, but I remember him saying when he said he had a game the next day.
Okay.
He was just like, tomorrow, I'm going to just tell your boys, because he was like a friend, the guy he was playing golf with, he was friends with the guy, his opposing team. He was like, listen, tell your people I got something for them. That next day, he went on the court and he beasted out like 63 points. He was a beast. Yes.
Any of our guys in the chat seen this documentary, The Last Dance, Michael Jordan? Hit us up in the chat and let us know.
Let me tell you something. There was one game where like underestimating Jordan, and it was like I think he was playing against Patrick Ewing. Huh?
I gotta watch the whole thing.
When I tell you he was playing against like Patrick Ewing, and when I tell you they was like, because they know Jordan is a beast, so they guarding him. They doing like mad stuff. They was down 1 point. The Bulls was down 1 point or 2 points or whatever it was, and it was the championship game. And when I tell you, they was all like, if you see that play, when they was like, just they had Jordan like guarded like a freaking like, because they knew he was gonna go up to that.
Out, it's a wrap. He's gonna go crazy.
But let me tell you something. He was, I don't know how many feet away from he was from the basket, but it was freaking far.
Right.
Okay? So they guarded him. So they didn't think he was gonna take the shot. And when I tell you he took that shot and won that game, okay, can you imagine? Like he took the shot and they didn't think he was. They was thinking like, okay, he ain't gonna. They're gonna guard him away from the. They're not gonna let him get up to the basketball,
right?
The hoop. But he took it from wherever he was at, scored those 2-3 points, and they won the game. So I just think like stuff like that. Oh,
gotta watch that. Oh, we gotta watch that. Oh, say not yet. Not only men watch sports. I know Danny girl. I said my ladies too. You seen it, Danny?
Yes.
Last Dance with Jordan, with Michael Jordan. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna watch 2. I think 2 episodes is out.
Yeah. So the second one, that was like the first one about like him like going into the like in the beef between the general manager and the coach. But the second one was basically Scottie Pippen now coming. They drafted Scottie Pippen.
I seen that. I seen Smith.
Scottie Pippen was like the Robin to Jordan being Batman. So they was like the Batman and Robin of the
duo. That was like Shaq and Kobe, right? That type of dynamic. Okay.
Yes, but Scottie Pippen, like Jordan said, and because Jordan was basically in a documentary like now, like speaking about like what happened in the past, and he was saying the same, like he was giving Pippen his props. He was like, you cannot mention Jordan without mentioning Pippen. Like he did like his thing on the court. But the only thing, and that just goes back to what I'm saying, like we can apply in life, is Jordan, they became like the Batman and Robin of the team, but Pippen got a bad deal that he signed, and it was his fault. He signed it.
Right.
And he signed himself into a deal for like mad years. So he became like one of the lowest paying players, but he was one of the top players. But he get paid like low.
Wow.
So he decided to protest on the low.
Okay.
And he went out the game. He had some petty little injury. So he took that and went out of the game trying to protest and left Jordan by himself.
Wow.
But that's another thing.
I do remember. It's coming back to me. I think I do remember them times.
And that's the thing that we can apply in life. Like, even if like you don't like have your Robin and your Batman, like you can still be great without, you know, without like, even if you're left alone, like still dig up within yourself. Still
push and go hard, Dolo.
Still, and that's what Jordan did. Like, he still went hard without.
Let me ask you this question. Because they were so close and, you know, they won games together. If it wasn't for Pimp, what's his name?
Pippen, yes. Scottie Pippen.
Jordan may have not really, you know, they just did great game together. So, as a friend, do you think you would have been like, well, I'm gonna hold him down. Like, he ain't getting money. He's playing his ass off. He's not getting the money that he deserves. So you would have stepped in for your friend?
I don't know, because I just feel like Scottie Pippen, that was selfish of him too. Like, why would you go out? Now you're sacrificing the whole team because of your sour deal that you signed up for. You signed up for the sour deal, and they told you when you signed it, listen, you may not want to put in, I mean, they may not have went hard on him, because of course the NBA is going to benefit if I sign a messed up deal and I don't get what I'm worth. Like, he signed the deal. And then after you signed the deal, now you just want to leave us all out on a limb to lose games. And they did start losing. They were losing when Pippen went out. So it's like, you're not even discussing it with me. You're not even saying.
He didn't have this discussion with Jordan.
No.
Okay, so that's okay. All right.
And the way he went out with his little petty injury, he could have waited to go out, but he took it upon himself, and he did his little protesting, and then they really started to hate him. Like, gotcha. Because now it's like, now you causing conflict when all you had to do was like, let's have a meeting about it. Let's see what we can all do as a team.
Exactly.
But don't just do your own thing away from the team and put us all at risk of losing championships and leaving us out on a limb.
Gotcha.
I just think, I don't know. I think in that instance, I just think we all need,
He basically was thinking of self. And he could have just went and spoke. Like, as friends, like you said, this is a great, as friends, communicate. I always say that to you, right? If something is wrong, come to me. Like, let's converse about it.
And that's what I always say. Like, I feel like, don't leave no black and white, like, make it black and white. I mean, don't leave no gray areas. And that's my whole thing. Like, don't leave it where I leave our conversation and be like, I wonder what she meant by that. Was she trying to play me? Is she trying to come on a low? No, like, let's talk about it and let's have a no holds bar conversation.
Right.
So I just feel like
me and you though, because sometimes you get on my gut, right? And I know I do to you, right?
Yes.
We always come, like, if we had whatever, we'll always come, but like, listen, what happened? What I did wrong? Tell me, like, you know.
Yes.
And we always talk it out and like, okay, you know, maybe I did do that wrong. Maybe I did say that wrong.
Yeah, and we can hold each other accountable and not feel like, that's what I love about us, and even like some other people, that because not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people can take accountability for their actions. It's like always a defense mechanism put up. Like, come on, like just understand what I'm saying so we can both be accountable. Like, let's like give in just a little bit so I can know, like, you understand what I'm saying. And that's what I like about it. Like, I like that, like, hold each other accountable.
Right. Good stuff.
Yes.
Good stuff.
But I definitely want to tune in. We got to watch. It's a 10-part. And that was the first two.
Every Sunday, we're going to talk about the new episode.
Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, you can apply that. That's what I'm saying. Like, all these things, it's basketball, but this is like stuff that you can apply to life. Push yourself. And that's what I got out of it. Like, we all got greatness within us.
Absolutely.
And as long as you push yourself, you can reach that greatest potential. And that is what Jordan did. I'm excited
about this documentary now.
What?
I'm watching both of them, the full episodes tonight, and I'm gonna catch up. Yes.
And that's what Leilani said. She said some people don't like to be corrected. And girl, you said a word, because I'm telling you.
A word. Well, let me say this, and let me be transparent, because I'm a Leo, right? And I'm a Leo, so sometimes I'll get, you say what? I'm wrong. Like what? You think this? So
yeah, you battle in the beginning,
right? I do. You know your friend, but it's so important that we listen to one another so that we can get an understanding. And it don't mean that we always are gonna agree with one another, but I respect how you feel and you respect how I feel, and we move on. You know what I'm saying? It's growth.
Exactly.
That's we learn from one another, and
especially when it's something that's so petty, like when it's something that's just a miscommunication or something that I might have read wrong. Like I just think it's like that's something that can be worked out. And you know how many friendships, relationships, family ships fall apart because of a miscommunication. It's not even about like, listen, I slept with your man or something like grand, like what on a reality show. It'd be something so petty.
So minor.
That can be worked out. And sometimes it's just like all about communication.
So true.
Yes. So we're going to tune into the next episode.
Yes, next Sunday. So you guys watch it in the chat room. The Last Dance documentary with Michael Jordan. And we'll discuss next Sunday about the new episode. So let's go into Mayweather's daughter. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the story of Mayweather's daughter. 19-year-old Iyanna. She is dating a rapper. I believe his name is Youngboy Baby. And she was alleged to stabbing, because she stabbed her twice, stabbing his son's mother.
Yes.
Right? She went to the home. Now she's dating this rapper. And she went to his home to visit him, and his son's mother was there. And a fight broke out, and they ended up in the kitchen. And the girl allegedly said that she's the fiance. And Mayweather was like, no, how are you the fiance and I'm the girlfriend? And she ended up with 2 knives. She had 2 knives in her hand, and the girl was stabbed twice. My question is to you ladies out there, to you co-hosts, what does a person have to do, or you know what I'm saying, for you to get knives to stab somebody?
Listen, I'm with the knife stabber.
My thing is, do you walk away? Are you thinking?
No.
Do you walk away and say, listen, I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm not going to deal with this. Or are you, I'm not, go ahead. How do you feel? What's your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are like, you and I, like, I know you as my friend, but let's just say I step into a situation with somebody I don't know. Like, I know you ain't going to never take out a knife and stab me. If we have a disagreement, you're not going to do that to me.
Right.
But you can't take for granted when you come into a situation with people that you don't know. And that's how people end up dead. Like, and that's the thing. You have to be aware, like when you go into a battle or when you approach a situation, whether it's somebody that stepped on your foot.
Right.
You cannot take for granted that person's not going to take out a gun and shoot you in your head. Okay, you can't take for granted of how that person is going to react like a human. There's a lot of people walking around here unmedicated. Like,
right.
You don't know what's going on in their life. So if I encounter somebody, and yeah, we should shoot the fair ones, as they say, but who's to say like that's fair? Like, no, if I'm buying knives and I feel threatened, I might take out a knife and stab some. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't know how I may react in that situation. Maybe she felt threatened. She might not have. She might be mentally unstable.
Right.
Who am I to say how she should react?
Right.
Because I don't know her. She's not my friend.
Right.
She's not friends with the other girl. They obviously beefing.
Right. She says she never seen the alleged fiance before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if she never saw her, or whoever, the fiance stabbed. No, she stabbed the fiance, right?
Right. Mayweather's daughter stabbed the girl.
And I don't know what the fiance, I don't know if she provoked her. I just don't know how they ended up in the house.
Listen, we don't know. I think they said the fiance had pulled her hair, was pulling her hair in the kitchen. And that's when she got the knives and started.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, so if you pulling my hair, I'm pulling your hair. Am I supposed to keep pulling your hair? Like, don't tell me how.
Do you pick up knives and stab?
Listen, if I'm mentally unstable.
Yeah, I guess you can't say what you would do if you
can't tell me you can't come into a battle with me and tell me how to react. You can't tell me you want to come with a knife and you're going to tell me I shouldn't have a gun.
Right.
Like, no. If you come in with your fist, I may not have my fist. I may take out a gun.
Right.
You can tell me how to react to a situation. You don't know what my mental stable. You don't know my mental.
Let me say this a true story real fast, and you know I'm very private, but I'm gonna be transparent because this.
Yes, girl, you opening up. Let's go.
Podcast is about. I always said in my relationships with friends, I would never put my hands on nobody.
Of course, yeah.
Right. I always said that. Please, I'm gonna just walk away. I'm not putting my hands on nobody. But I was placed in a situation where I understand how somebody can black out.
Yeah.
And in that situation, I'm gonna just be brief. In that situation, I blacked out and I picked something up and I tossed it at the person. I should have never done that, right? I always said I would never do that. I would walk away. But you do not know what you would do in a situation, especially when you're caught off guard. And I'm sure the Mayweather's daughter was caught off guard. She didn't know the girl was in the house. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of get it. I don't agree with stabbing because I'm not going to jail and I'm scared of jail. But when you're in situations, you don't know what you'll do. And it was like a blackout situation for me. And I blacked out. And so
Bacardi Black said it's called the heat of the moment if you're in court, but that could either stand or not. Like it could be the heat of the moment, but that could be the heat of the moment, but a lot of times you're still found guilty. Like, so that doesn't fly a lot of times.
Yeah, you got to think. You have to think, like, is it worth me going to jail, losing everything that I got?
But you know what? There's some people that have nothing to lose. And that's why I say a lot of times, like, you have to push yourself. Like, I remember being on the street and I was going to work and I remember the guy was like, I robbed the bank, hold my hand. And you know me being like stupid and I'm always thinking about money. And I'm like, where's your money at? Where's the bag?
Where's the bag?
And then I may hold your hand, but let me see the bag. Where's your bag of money? And then he just started going crazy in the middle of 42nd Street, like, you money hungry bitch. Like, he started going off.
Really?
And that's what I'm saying. I probably should have never entertained him. I probably should have just kept it moving. He would have never had to respond. But me being who I am, you can't think somebody else is going to be in a playful position. You don't know what their mental state is. Like, so you should have probably just smacked me in my, like, what, all you all about is money? I'm in a predicament, bitch. Like, bam, shot me in my head. Like, but I'm just...
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you can't take that for granted. You can't take other people's that you don't know.
Exactly.
You know each other, but you can't take
other people,
their mental state and such, like, you don't know them.
Facts.
We can't tell them how to react.
It's a learning experience though for all of us. Like, we have to, and I know it's easier said than done, but we especially when we think about, especially families, we got kids. Think about what you do before you do it. Or even if you're in a situation where you know it's toxic, because I heard their relationship is very toxic. Like, think about what you're going to do before you do it, because you can be in a situation. Now, she charged on what, attempted murder?
I know, yo.
She got a mug shot out there. Like, you gotta be. And from my situation, I've learned from, like, yo, never again, because I got so much to lose. And I think that's a great lesson for all of us. Like, think before you do.
Sometimes it's just better to, and that's what I always say, you can't let your ego get in the way of things. Like, you have to sometimes, you just have to take that, like, you have to suppress that ego in you and say, you know what, I'm better than this, and I have more things in my future to handle. Don't let somebody else stop your future.
Exactly.
Stop you from progressing. Because one moment in a blink of an eye, it could
mess up your whole life.
It could mess your whole life. And it's happened to people that I know. Like, just from a stupid decision. A split-second decision.
Split-second,
can make you mess up your whole life.
Yes.
Your whole future. You can be a living dead.
Living dead.
In jail, or like your family's put at stake. You know, there's so many people that their families, well, you in a gang, your families get shit. Like, you just have to make, like, real good decisions.
Yeah.
You, your family, and everybody. I would never want to see you, God forbid, die. Like, I wouldn't want you to make a decision that could, like, impact your family, me, friends, everybody. So you just got to take that, especially when you have things to lose and people love you.
Listen, I learned. Trust me.
Me too, girl.
God is good all the time.
Me too. I keep my mouth shut a lot of times. I be saying to myself, stop entertaining these people. Like, don't just keep your mouth shut. Keep walking, girl.
Yes, I'm learning. Like, just shut up. Sometimes it's just easier to be silent, because that'll kill them even more.
Yes, suppress that ego.
Yes, suppress that ego.
So you don't have to be the number one. You don't have to show them I'm boss.
You don't gotta know bad. You know, that's me. You don't need to know that. I'm humble now. Like, yeah. Okay, great.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
I get the beast out. No, but yeah. So now I've learned God is good.
Yes.
So we want to thank all of our. Look at everybody in the chat room. We live today. Yes.
Yes, popping lit.
And we so heart you guys. Everybody that's in this chat room, I want y'all to go like the video, write a comment after we get off. If you guys like the content and you loved E-pinions today, please like the video, guys, and leave a comment after we get off. We thank you for tuning in. Please be safe. Wear your mask. Do all the necessary things.
Okay, and our final thought.
Yeah, that was my final thought. What's your final thought?
Okay, my final thought, because this relates to today. I bought a couple. I didn't buy a couple of books, but I have books that I just haven't read. Now I got time, and that's the thing, guys. We can't say we're in quarantine lockdown, and now that we're in quarantine lockdown, you cannot use an excuse that you don't have the time.
Right.
If you're not an essential worker, we have time, like on our hands, and I have time now to read my books, to entertain like myself, and do the things I did. So anyway, I got this book. It's called Her.
Okay. Nice.
So this book has like so many different, like, just inspirational quotes. You can consider it memes or whatever, but it's like inspirational quotes. It's a collection of like inspirational blurbs.
Nice.
So,
Who's the author?
The author, this is Pierre Alex Giannini.
Pierre Alex.
So this is called Her, but he also has a him.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So this one is dedicated for women, and it gives like all kind of just little blurbs, like inspirational quotes.
Nice.
Like a collection of just geared toward women. So he has like the him, the her, and then he has hearts, which is, if you break it up, is he arts, like
nice
hearts. But anyway, so the quote that I want to read, which relates to like Jordan, the Mayweather thing.
Talk to us. Come on now.
This is called Rainbow. How can those who are colorblind see how beautiful a rainbow is?
Oh.
Those who live in the gray areas only flirt with the light. They do not ask its hand in marriage. You are a rainbow, my love. Their sky is too clouded with darkness for them to see your colors.
Ooh.
You must never let their true colors cause you to lose your colors.
That was a word.
That goes back to the Scottie Pippen, the Jordan, the Mayweather, all that. Like, that just sums it all up. Don't let nobody cloud your rainbow.
Your color. I love that.
I'm telling you.
I love that.
Get this book, Her.
Nobody.
And you can just open this, it has so many nice quotes in here, but that was one I felt like that could relate to.
I love that. So good. This one book too. If y'all get a chance to, I can't see, my light is crazy. But anyway, can y'all see it? Right there.
See, okay, right now I see it right now. Oh, okay, Sarah. Yes, that's
Settle for less. This is what I've been reading. Don't settle for safe. I mean, not less. This book right here will change your life.
And that's TD Jake's wife, right?
Oh, this is his daughter.
Oh, his daughter. I thought it was the wife. Okay.
Don't settle for safe, guys, if y'all need a good read. But we love you. We heart you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next Sunday at 5 p.m., we will have a special guest next week. and all of that. Be safe, guys. Be safe. And until next time.
We heart you.
We heart you.